Hi, my name is Jada Carnder, and I am going to tell you about the 7 different agents of socialization. The first agent of socialization for me is family. Family has affected my life because when we mess up, we feel like sometimes we messed up to a point where someone not might not love us, or we messed up to the point where we think that they are mad at us. But family has shown me that even though I mess up, they're still going to be there for me, and they're going to care about me and what I do. They shaped my values by showing me what is most important to them, which is honesty and hard work. If you're honest with your family members, then you're not going to get in a lot of trouble with them versus if you weren't honest with them. I've internalized spending time with family when I can because as I've grown up, I've witnessed loss and we're not always promised. So I want to spend as much time with my family as I can and when I'm able to. My family limits social my social circle since where we live at there's not a lot to do and there's not really a lot of kids to play with around my age. And hobbies that I have been influenced has been reading or just focusing on my schoolwork. And if I have time, sometimes I like to play with games with friends that I have. My second The second agent of socialization is peer groups. Whenever I hear the word peer group, I think of like a circle of friends, those who you can rely on and go to. My peer group has changed my life because even though we've been through a lot of trying times and personal dealings with things, we've stuck together and we've shown each other trust, respect, and honesty, which we all value because that's how we would want others to treat us. I have also internalized to make time with people when I can and to spend time with them when I can, since, like I said earlier, where I live, it's not easy to find kids my age and to grow up with them. So my social circle, when I seen them, expanded, especially when we got to know each other, because we can lean on each other. And I get to see them at school and spend time with them. I'm not really sure what I've gained from them, other than people I can rely on, and we all love spending time with each other, even though it's not a lot now since I've graduated high school, but I'm trying to make new friends. The third agent of socialization, which surprised me a little bit, is school, because I never knew that school could be an agent for it. School has been a building block for me because I've gained knowledge from it and I'm still learning whether or not I notice it. Like, for example, I can just watch my fish and see if something is going on, and if I notice something that I've never seen, I can look up what to do about it. Or if one of my other pets is acting weird, I can look it up. Even though I might not realize I'm learning different information at times. It's shaped my life by teaching me responsibility and being accountable for what I do. So, say if I lost my homework that we received that day and it was due the next, I know that I either have to look for it or I have to say, or I take a bad grade if it's not possible to make it up. I have internalized to make sure I turn everything in on time, or else I might not get as good of a grade that I wanted to. And I also learned not to do anything last minute. If you do it last minute, you might not be able to get it turned in on time, or you might not do as well as you wished you could have done. School expanded my social circle because I got to meet new people and I got to form connections. Like, I could talk to teachers if I needed help, and I could talk with friends and spend time with them when I wanted to and when it was appropriate time. For example, if at recess I saw my friends, we would just hang out together. And hobbies that I have gained from school is reading, writing, and singing. Since in middle school, I took choir for the 3 years, and I enjoyed every minute that I did learn. The fourth agent of socialization is the workplace. My workplace, before I will admit my very first year, I loved it since it was new and I didn't know what to expect. But it shaped what I did because I was getting a paycheck when I was working and doing what I was supposed to do and what I needed to do. I internalized tasks for help when I needed, because since I was new to the job, I didn't know what to do, and I messed up a few times, but I never got a lecture. But my manager always told me, hey, if you need help, ask for it, or if you're not sure what to do, ask us. My social circle was limited because I was doing a night shift my first year, and I was extremely tired every time I got home and didn't want to talk because I was doing a lot of talking while at work because I was serving food to kids and adults. The fifth agent of socialization is religion. Religion is a foundation I'm glad to have because I got to meet new people and also got to learn about God, so I was learning spiritually as well as mentally, I would think. It shaped me because I was learning new things and making a new relationship that couldn't be seen but could be felt. I internalized memorizing the word and reciting it without looking at it, because that's what we were shown to do. So if someone ever asked us to recite something, we would know it and be able to cite it without looking it up. My social network expanded because I was meeting new people and also forming new bonds. And to my surprise, some of those bonds were family bonds. Hobbies that were made was waking up every Sunday morning to go to Sunday service. The sixth agent is government. The government shaped my understanding of the world because we have to pay taxes, and they also let us believe in what we want to, as long as we don't hurt anyone and it follows the law. Things I've normalized from them is to pay taxes on time and to vote, since when we vote, we are picking who we want to be in the office. And my social network was expanded because government is allowed to build schools with our tax money. And so being able to go to school is really good, since, like I said, I learned and I got to meet new people that I call my friends. And I've also been able to learn, hey, I need to put money back because I need to pay my car tax at the county clerk office. And the last agent is mass media. Mass media has shaped my understanding by showing that the world is not as nice as we would all like it to be, and it also shaped my values by seeing what they are considering normal, and then I get to decide if I want to follow that path or not. So say that they say having a cat is a bad thing. Well, I would get to decide if I want to follow that route and not have a cat, or I can be the oddball and keep my cats. Things I've internalized is not believe everything that I hear, and I need to be my own person so I don't follow the sheep. Because if you follow the sheep and you want to be noticed, sometimes you have to stand out and fight for what you believe in. And my social work has expanded thanks to the internet, and I was able to make new friends and get to know them. And I'm really glad about that. And none of my hobbies, I believe, have been influenced by the media, at least none that I can think of. Thank you, and I hope you all have a nice day.